Okay, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you for being here. If you can telepathically tell your family and friends to also join us, hopefully more people will show up. We're going to get started with Kabbalat Shabbat, and we'll begin by lighting the candles. So, Vicky, please come and join us.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvot v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Okay, Yasher Koach. Thank you, Vicky. We will now turn to page 5, and we'll begin with Shalom Aleichem at the bottom of the page 5. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Hamalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Hamalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ailai Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei El Elyon, mi Melech Malachei Hamalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Nila Shalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, mi Melech Malachei Hamalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Nila Shalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, mi Melech Malachei Hamalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ailai Tzedchem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei El Elyon. Ailai mi Melech Malachei Hamalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We'll now turn to page 11. We'll continue with Psalm 95. Lechu neranena. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Naria, letzur ishenu, nekadma fanav betodah. Naria, letzur ishenu, bizmirot naria lo. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. We'll turn ahead to the middle of page 14, and we'll continue with Yismechu Hashamayim. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Tagel Haaretz. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel Haaretz. Yiram Hayam, Yiram Hayam, Yiram Hayam, Umlo, Yiram Hayam, Yiram Hayam, Yiram Hayam, Umlo, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel Haaretz. We'll turn ahead to page 20. We'll continue with Romemu at the bottom of the Hebrew section. Page 20. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kosho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodesho. We'll turn the page to page 21, and we'll continue with Psalm 29, Mizmor LeDavid. Please rise. Mizmor LeDavid, Havul Adonai Bnei Elim, Havul Adonai Kavod Va'oz, Havul Adonai Kevod Shemo, Ishtachavu Adonai Behadrat Kodesh, Kol Adonai Al Hamayim, El HaKavod Hirim, Adonai Al Mayim Rabim, Kol Adonai Ba'koach, Kol Adonai Behadar, Kol Adonai Shover Arasim, Vaishaber Adonai et Arzei Halvanon, Vayarkidem Kemo Egel Levanon Vesirion, Kemo Ben Re'emim, Kol Adonai Chosev Le'avotesh, Kol Adonai Yachil Midbar, Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh, Kol Adonai Echol El Ayalot, Vayechesof Yeharot, Uvehechalo Kulo Omer Kavod, Adonai Lamabul Yashav, Vayeshev Adonai Melech Leolam, Adonai Os Le'amo Yitein, Adonai Yevarech et Amo Bashalom. You may be seated. We'll continue now with Lecha Dodi, starting on page 23. And we will do the first two stanzas on 23, the middle stanza on 24, and the final stanza on 25, during which we'll rise to face the entrance of the room. Page 23 through 25. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor vezachor bedibur echad hishmi anu el amiyuchad Adonai echad ushemo echad l'shem ultiferet ve'litchila lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelecha ki mekor aberacham merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela Hitoreri kiva orech kum yori uri shir daberi kevod Adonai alayich nigla lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Please rise and face the entrance. Boi v'shalom Ateret bala gam besimcha uvetzolato chemune am segula boi chala lecha dodi Likrat kala, Bnei Shabbat mekabela. I lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, Bnei Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. We will now turn ahead to page 28. Now that we've officially started Shabbat by singing Lecha Dodi, we will sing Tzadi Katamar, the ending of the Psalm for Shabbat, Psalm 92, middle of page 28. Tzadi Katamar Yifrach Ke'erez Balvanon Iskeshetunim Beveit Adonai Bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu Od Yenuvun Beseva Deshenim Verananim Yiu Lehagid Ki Yashar Adonai Tsuri Tsuri Belo Avalat Habo. Before we continue with Mariv, we will turn to page 178 and continue with the prayer for the state of Israel, followed by the prayer for the hostages. We'll begin by singing Avinu Shabbat Shamayim together, and then we'll recite it together in English. Page 178. Avinu, Avinu, Shabbat Shamayim, Sur Yisrael v'goalo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Sur Yisrael v'goalo. Barech, Barech, et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Smichat Geulateinu, Hagen Aleha, Bevrat chastecha, uferos aleha sukat shelomecha. Avinu, Avinu, sheba shamayim, Zur Yisrael v'goalo. Avinu, Avinu, sheba shamayim, Sur Yisrael v'goalo. Avinu Shabashamayim, stronghold and redeemer of the people Israel, bless the state of Israel, that it may be the beginning of our redemption. Shield it with your love, spread over it your shelter of your peace. Guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel, and strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them, crown their efforts with triumph. Bless the land with peace and its inhabitants with lasting joy, and let us say, Amen. I will now continue with the prayer for the hostages that are still in captivity. May the Holy One who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, send complete rescue and return to the hostages still held in captivity since October 7th. Strengthen their spirit and bring them our prayers that they may be protected from all harm. May you guide the hand of our enemies to return them in wholeness of body and spirit. Grant strength and courage to the Israeli Defense Forces that they may secure the freedom and security of those in captivity. Grant strength of spirit to all our brothers and sisters, the people of Israel, to remain united and strong in the face of hatred and bigotry. Bring them home now, and let us say, Amen. We'll turn to page 173 and continue with the Misha Berach prayer for those who are ill. If you have a name you want to add this evening, please go ahead and rise in your place. And after we read through the names on our list, you can say the name out loud. If there's anyone online on Zoom who wants to add a name, you can unmute at that time as well. We will sing the Debbie Friedman Mishaberach, top left-hand corner of 173. Mishaberach Avoteinu Mekor HaBeracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Leah bat Sarah, Tal ben Sarah, Yaakov Achana bat Rivka Simcha, Shena Razel bat Sima, Freda bat Gittel, Moshe Laila bat Yovel Sarah, Adam Chaim ben Sarah, Joan Levinsky, Yehudit Chana bat Leah, Joanne Finston, Yehudit bat Yeta, Ernest Edinger, Yisrael ben Ita, Craig Cohen, Moshe ben Maralea, Judith Siegel, Yehudit bat Ruth, Fred Resnick, Ephraim Shlomo ben Sarah, Esther Tenenbaum, Diane Chodorow, Rachel Langer, Jack Azuz, Andrea Kotke, Jennifer Brown-Lerner, Eva Karras, Ken Gasser, Harvey Kulchin, Jennifer Hayden, Julia Damerow, Doreen Klosky, Francis Gilston, Elva Pineda, Judy Pitkovsky, Nancy Levick, Killian Parker, Tanya Bobrick, Margaret Yonak, Marion Camerlingo, Gary Guto, John Habing, Myrna Kivitz Robinson, Kevin Robinson, Melissa Lawrence, Wade Gilston, Dave Kukeas, Don Satz, and Dan Faith.
Carrie Lukanik, Stephen Lukanik, Rob Lukanik, Patty Locks.
Is there anyone online who would like to add a name?
Roy.
Thank you. Any others? Mishaberach Imotenu Mekor HaBeracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. May they all find the healing that they so need and so deserve. We will turn back now to page 39a. Since we do not yet have a minyan, we will continue with the first bracha of the Mariv service in English, middle of page 39a on the left-hand side. Baruch atah Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's division, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky, who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from light, who makes day pass into night, who distinguishes day from night. Adonai Tsevaot is your name, living and ever-present God. May your rule be with us forever and ever. Baruch atah Adonai, who brings each evening's dusk. ומעביר יום ומביא לילה ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה אדוני צבאות שמו אל חי וקיים תמים מלוך עלינו לעולם ועד ברוך אתה אדוני המעריב הרהבי. We'll turn ahead to page 40 and continue with Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amacha Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, b'shokveinu u'v'kumeinu, nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'v'mitzvotecha, le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla ve'ahavatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha uvechol nafshecha uvechol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha ve'shinantam levanecha ve'dibarta bam ve'shivtecha beveitecha uvalechtecha vaderech ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. והיה אם שמות תשמעות היה שם חיבת. Adonai Elohechem Emet, top of 43a. Emet ve'emuna kol zot ve'kayam aleinu, ki hu Adonai Eloheinu, ve'ein zulato, va'anachnu Yisrael. God brought Israel from its midst to lasting freedom and led them through the divided water of the Sea of Reeds. As their pursuers and enemies drowned in the depths, God's children beheld the power of the divine. They praised and acknowledged God's name willingly, accepting God's sovereignty. And then Moses, Miriam, and the people of Israel joyfully sang unto you. Top of page 44, we'll continue with Mi Chamocha. Mi Chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh nora tehilot osef ele malchutecha ra'u vanecha bokeh hayam lifnei Moshe ze'ili anu ve'amaru Adonai imloch leolam va'ed ונאמר כי פד אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. We'll continue with Hashkivenu, top of page 45. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim uferos aleinu sukat shelomecha v'taknenu b'etzah tova milefanecha v'hoshienu leman shemecha. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us. and you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Oferos aleinu sukat shelomecha, Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. We'll continue now with Veshamru, top of page 46. Please rise. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, ביני ובין בני ישראל לא תהיה לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. We'll continue now with the private silent Amida that begins on page 47 and concludes on page 52. Ose shalom mimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Ose shalom mimromav hu yaseh shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. We'll turn ahead now to page 55, and we will continue with the Friday evening Kiddush. I invite everyone to please rise. Savarim Ananan Verabanan Verabotai, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam, Borei Peri Hagafen. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam, Asher Kiddeshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinechilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikraei kodesh, zecher litziat mitzrayim, kivanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikol hamim, v'shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava uveratzon, hinchalotanu, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. L'chaim. We'll continue with Aleinu, page 56. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עצנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהן, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת, אין עוד על כי נכבה לך אדוני אלוהינו. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. We will now take a moment to remember those who are no longer with us. This Shabbat, we remember the yurtzites of Alan Greenfeld, Azriel Gorski, Bernice Davis, Ida Gantz, Irving Hochheiser, Jeanette Frank, Judith Sauceda, Mina Buchalter, and Octavine Malouf. And if there is anyone else you are remembering, please take a moment to remember them in your mind and in your heart, and may their memory be for goodness and for a blessing. Since we do not have a full minyan, we will continue with the last two verses of the Mourner's Kaddish at the bottom of page 58. Yehei shalama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. In a few moments, we will conclude our service with Adon Olam, but before then, we have a few announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. So tomorrow at 9:30, the religious school will lead services. The kids are awesome, so please attend. The next day, Sunday, April 6th, the Sisterhood is having game day. It's from 10 to 1. It's not too late to RSVP, even though it is. We'll still take you. April 10th is the Minyan 8 a.m. Fast of the Firstborn. And April 13th and 14th, Sunday and Monday, is the Pesach services, 9:30. And please come so we can have a minyan for that. And April 13th, Sunday, 6 p.m., second Seder. You definitely need to RSVP for that. I have so much here. Let's see. Okay, so, the deadline for that is April 9th. April 18th, we're having services here, 6 to 7. And then the men's club is having the Pesach annual barbecue. It's awesome. There'll be so much good food. So you do have to RSVP for that. And if you do it early by the 11th, you get a better price. They're having an early bird special. And Yom HaShoah is April 23rd. If you haven't received your yellow candle from the men's club, see Jimmy. Every Sunday, 12:30, run for their lives until all the hostages are released. Please support by going down to the JCC. They'll say a prayer, a little bio, and walk around until all the hostages are released, God willing. April 19th, there is another Pesach Hag HaMatzot service, 9:30, and also Sunday, the 20th, Yitzhar service. Please attend, 9:30. April 26th, Saturday, is the Mignonnaires Shabbat service, 9:30. That's going to be great. Please attend that. April 27th, we have 3 events. 9 o'clock is the Shavuot Brewing, and at 10:30, we have adult education class with Jonas Actor teaching us about kashrut. And then very important, if you're a member in good standing, our annual meeting is 1 p.m. the same day, Sunday the 27th, and come early for Little Nosh at 12. Shabbat Shalom.
Okay. Shabbat Shalom, Yasher Koach, Vicky, thank you. I have a few extra details I do want to add about some of those things. Firstly, the Fast of the Firstborn Minyan service that will take place on Thursday, the 10th, I believe it is, right? So the way that the fast works is that only if you are a firstborn are you obligated to fast. It is considered a minor fast that is not incumbent upon everyone. However, if you are a firstborn and you are not able to fast, or you want to come to that service, Rabbi Flicker will be teaching a little bit of a class for a few minutes at the end of that service in order to nullify the fast by having a siyum, or a meal in honor of the study, to nullify the fast. That's, yes, Jimmy. Oh, we have a menu now? Well, yeah, okay. Yeah. Hi, John. Thank you. So again, with the Fast of the Firstborn, if you are obligated to fast, but you want to come to the service in order for the fast to be nullified, you're able to come to that minyan service, and then they will be serving breakfast afterwards as part of the siyum for the study session that Rabbi Flicker will teach. Secondly, if you all saw my weekly message yesterday, besides my video, I also included the form for the sale of chametz. So you can either print that out, or you can also grab a copy here at the synagogue. We have them in the on the table that's in the lobby. If you turn those in by next Thursday at the latest, then you'll be able to fulfill the sale of the chametz. If you turn it in on Friday or later, we will not be able to accept it, because at that point it's already halachically too late to do the sale and to accept the sale. Vicky, you mentioned Yom HaShoah, which is later this month. On Yom HaShoah, the statewide community Yom HaShoah commemoration is actually going to happen up in Santa Fe at the Capitol building. I will be participating among other Jewish leaders in the state. So I will, once I find out more details as to the time and everything, I'll send more information out about that. And then finally, you may have heard through the community or seen advertisements for the communal Yom HaAtzmaut Israeli Independence Day celebration that is going to happen at the JCC. That was originally scheduled for April 27th, but it has now been rescheduled for Sunday, May 4th. And that was actually rescheduled in order to accommodate our congregation because of everything we have going on that day. So again, that's been rescheduled to May 4th, and it'll be at 12:30. It'll be part of the Run for Their Lives and then go into the celebration. So I think that's it. With that, we'll conclude with Adon Olam on page 211, and then everyone is invited to have some oneg out in the lobby.
Now that there's a minion, will there be Kaddish?
We already got past that point in the service. So page 211. Adon Olam Asher Malach Beterem Kol Yitzir Nivra Le'et Na'asa Bechefso Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kiklot HaKol Levado Imloch Nora Vehu Haya Vehu Hove Vehu Yihye Betifara Vehu Echad Ve'ein Sheni Lehamshil Lo Lehachmira Beli Reshit Beli Tachlit Belo Ha'oz Behamisra Vehu Eli Bechai Goali Vetzur Cheveli Be'et Sahara Vehu Nisi Umanos Li Menat Kosi Beyom Ekra Beyado Avkid Ruchi Be'et Ishan Ve'aira Ve'im Ruchi Geviati Adonai Li Ve'lo Ira. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Again, please join us for Oneg in the lobby. Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, 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 Am Yisrael Chai. Good Shabbos.